Not a rock handling video today, but it is about finding things. I'm in my backyard. I've been digging an area to put in a brick patio, and I came across this little thing. I thought it was a snakeskin at first, but it actually turns out that it's a piece of fabric that my daughter left out here. But as I was digging, I started finding all these bits of metal, old rusted cans, and then I hit a big old soft spot, and underneath I found this old tea kettle. So I kept digging and I kept digging, and it's turned into this giant pit, and it was capped by a piece of cement. So but when I first came across it, I spent couple hours digging out the cement. So I've been digging since I've been back now. Like, I haven't had time to actually look at it, but there was glass and metal bits all over the place. So I've been trying to kind of collect enough of it to see if I can date when this came to be. Today I just found an old bottle. I'm not an expert on old bottles, but part of a bottle anyway. It has 3 diamonds on it. This one has some other markings on it. So I'm going to see if I can date this, and I'll come back if I find anything else. But I think this is kind of one of those fun things where it's worth spending some time digging up and see what I can find. So I've slowed way down because now I'm starting to pull out some kind of creepy stuff like pig bones. But I'm finding more complete cans. Almost a complete perfume bottle. A few chips, but nicer things. So hopefully I can get something complete so I can get a date on this. My guess at this point is probably 50s, maybe 40s, 30s through 50s. Alright, so I think I'm going to stop for today. Got some other things to do. I can't spend all day on this, but made some strange progress. Hit this big thing. I don't know what it is. I don't think it's metal. If it is, it's just corroded to bits. Finding more of this stuff, and then this is a big old bone, and it's coming from under there. Things are just falling out all over the place. That yellow stuff doesn't look too appetizing. It's more glass, so it's just a big pit of stuff. So this definitely is kind of like a canning jar, pickle jar, but the color is strange. Some pieces of an old piece of china. I don't know if you can see the reflection on that. Definitely an interesting trash pit. So I found a piece of glass out of the garbage pit that should allow me to date it, and it's this brown Clorox bottle. The colors are really pretty. I think that just because it was in contact with all that metal, so it picked up some like iridescence, so very pretty. But what more important is the shape and the size of this logo on the bottom of the glass bottle. So I'll look that up now. So I've dated this Clorox bottom. Turns out this is the very first logo of these Clorox bottles. Before that they were unlabeled, and afterwards they were plastic. So this one actually comes from 1929 or 1930. And then afterwards they started putting like more inscriptions and things on the side. So it's way back, way back. So these are just kind of some of the things that I found out of the pit. That same little hole. There's just kind of like glass or vase. There's some more parts of it, but unfortunately it was broken. Cleaned up this little perfume bottle. Kind of nice. There's a bunch of this blue glass. It looks like a pickle jar, number whatever. You know, they'd size the jars and label them. Beautiful piece of ceramic. I don't think that's the original color. That creasing may have been, you know, white or something, and then maybe it picked up a bunch of iron. But this is really cool. I might try to turn that into like a pendant or something. And then the big find from earlier that I was kind of holding back was I did find one complete soda bottle. So this is pretty early. I don't think the video is going to pick it up, but it's not even round. There's the seam here, so like a blow mold definitely was used. Really cool. I found much more stuff in the backyard, so maybe another video I'll show all that stuff, but this is what I've found in that garbage pit so far.